Hello everybody, welcome to a new video. I'm gonna talk about the Goa Festival Cup has started, so I want to show you guys the current 3 best decks that I think are in this current format. Even with the new ranked reward card, it's already considered in. Probably the best deck right now is Ancient Arise Dragon with the skill Ancient Forces, obviously. The skill does so much, and it's just, I don't know how they could like make this thing. This is like Excel Road on steroids. That's how broken that skill is. This skill can only be used if the only monster with 400 or more attacking your deck are Dragon type. You are not entirely locked as like in Draconic Resonance into Dragon, so you can still play other engines like Creepbot or Seals Carrier with other Aquas that are not 1400. Lamoon, for example, or Arcana. This is already really good. One takes up level 6 fire or water attribute. Dragon type effect monster on your feet gains a stack at the end of this turn. Then you can send one level 6 water or fire attribute Dragon type monster from your deck to your graveyard. And this is where the broken parts get in. So we have Ancient Rise. This is basically for you can boost one of them. If you have drawn one of them, you can boost them and send the other one to the grave. And if they get destroyed and you have Ancient Arise Dragon during the next turn, you have the condition already for the effect to destroy a monster with 500 or less defense in your opponent's field. This deck is, you can do changes as you want. This is like how I prefer to play it. With a Draconic Slayer. Some people don't play Draconic Slayer. I decide to play one. Some people play just one Phoenix Ring or none. This is just how a typical deck kind of looks like. So you have Seals Carrier, you have Aquas, you have Dragolite as a 1500 Vanilla Dragon. Clear Eyes obviously max out, Burning Blaze max out, and Burning Blaze would be with the skill 2800, Clear Eyes 2600. There's also like speedy performers, so to outdo some of the newer traps like the Barrier, for example, by 400, or also Dark Ruler Battle Slash. But I decided to play Music Princess Recital, but yeah, it can be good, or sometimes it's just not good. It's like, can be good or not. Obviously, Widespread Rune. I don't have to tell you guys, play Widespread Rune. That's the best trap currently we have right now. So if you don't play it, you either have bought it or I don't know. You do something wrong with your deck if you don't play it. I also play one Ghost Cyclone. I think one is fine, two is a bit bricky. It depends. Because this deck has like a lot of you have a lot of field presence, so Ghost Cyclone is not as great in this deck. Maybe decide to play Hammer Crush instead. So that's an Ancient Force. There's another Dragon deck. It's really good. Do I have it here? Is it this one? Draconic Resonance. Okay, no, that's not the correct one. Okay, I thought I might have built it. No, that's my... But this looks like it. Yeah, I don't know why this trap is in it. Yeah, Draconic Resonance. I would do some changes really quick. Is the next best thing you can play with double Dragias, play more Bankas. Bankas is like really good starting, and this is like a really good deck. This counters the next I'm gonna show you, but most likely loses to Draconic Resonance because Draconic Resonance is no, not Draconic. Lose to Ancient Forces because Ancient Forces can easily pop Dragonic Slayer and Dragias with the effect, and then just run into Bunker with 3k. But Dragonic Resonance is still pretty good skill. Yeah, okay, this deck has now not any trap to line up, so I'm gonna add some traps. But you still have your Sports Dragon. I played Barrier here instead. Dragon Mammoth because I have like 2300, it's not like a lot. And we don't see many spellcasters anyway. Now it is mostly dragons that are being played. So already this deck looks better. I mean, maybe you can decide to play a third Dragonic Slayer. It would be nice because especially with back row removal, it's for free, the back removal, because the skill also levels up your monsters. You just need a face-up Earth attribute monster with 1500 or more attack or 1300 or more defense on your field for the condition. So even effect monster. So all your high-level Earth attributes, Bunker, Dragonic Slayer. I would actually cut down on Curity Press Dragon actually. Don't need those really. But for example, even try Draco can help you already to activate this skill. So you can also play Monster Incarnation, Pierce also. Pierce is whatever. The Ground Pressure is okay, but not that great. But that's how the decks look like. And now, one of the decks that nobody expects, which also counters Ancient Forces, but hard loses to Dragonic Resonance. Oh, it's like really hard for them to win if they don't draw good. Red Eyes Ruler. So, Red Eyes Ruler is basically the Red Eye skill. For some reason they made the skill broken as fuck. It's so stupid how broken that skill is. This can be used if you have at least 7 level 5 or higher monsters in your deck. That's like easy, whatever, that's not even a condition really. Can be activated on turn 2 onward by returning a card from your hand to the deck. You have one black dragon chick if you're black dragon chick. You add it at one red ice black dragon from your deck to or graveyard to your hand. So you can make any card in your hand basically to red ice black dragon. Any card. That's already insane. But the most insane part comes here. Then you can decrease the attack of one face-up monster on your opponent's field by 400. At the end of turn. You'll have 7 effect monster cannot attack this turn. Luckily, that's good that this is in here. But I can imagine with Secret Order, once you get Secret Order, this skill will be like even more busted. Yeah, and this is you don't have to use chicken. You can just keep the chicken in your hand. Some red eyes will use the attack of a opponent's monster attack over it, and then you have like protection, trap protection. Maybe play the barrier instead of recital. The barrier is like a bit more better, and you can then recycle chicken again. Some also play Monster Incarnation. I'm not a big fan of Monster Incarnation because the card goes -1, but others just play it, so up to you. And you have like no restriction on what monster you play. It just happens the rulers are level 8. Young ruler is like the #1 floodgate. If you get it turn 1 already out, it's just such an amazing turn 1 play, and then your opponent is cock blocked. Ancient Forces can get over it, but that's why we play Battle Slash, and I would play actually the barrier as well. But you can also just play this and keep just Yami Ruler on the field. If you're because Ancient Rise Rank cannot pop him because they have high defense. Same goes for Red Eyes, 2k defense. It needs 1500 or less defense to pop. And we have the generic Ancient Seahorse, Kuribot, literally in every deck if you can put them in there. Chemo Ruler can be good. It's just another beat stick. People tend to play this with the everyday skill with heavy metal. I'm not a big fan of that because heavy metal sometimes just a 20% vanilla. He also gets destroyed by Ancient Arise Dragon. But I mean, if he gets his effect off, because you have to play also other monsters as well, then yeah, he's like really good. But there's like, I don't feel him like that. I think this deck is more consistent, especially because you can just block heavy metal, and it depends more on that you draw heavy metal, because heavy metal is like your only real boss monster. You have to grow and stuff. But if you decide to play a heavy metal version for it, go for it. Also really possible. We also have your Piercing Samurai, so if they play defensive, you can make him a piercer, you can make Yanula piercing, you can make Kimura piercing, and that's like a lot of damage. Kimura can maybe attack directly. Just be aware if you use Kimura, you cannot attack with Red Eyes, but that should be fine. Then we have Zero of Darkness. Oh, it just so happens all our high level monsters are dark, so we have a Book of Moon on Lex for 500 life points, and that's what heavy metal doesn't have. So we can book any high attack monster down, and if you don't have a mirror match, we can at least deal a lot of damage, because most boss monsters barely have any defense. I mean, sure, Dragias has 1500 defense, but heavy metal has 0. Some guys only 1200. Ancient Rise has 1600, a bit more than Dragias. All the Psychic ones have 0 defense. You don't see Gaia. You probably won't see Gaia in a competitive setting, really. Also, Darkness Crest Talk, yeah. I mean, Volconda got Beast Summoner, but it's hard. It's bad that it's locked behind the Power the third copy. But even then, it's like you need to play that skill, and we don't have like the best options right now for the deck. So it's also like really iffy. But they have a monster incarnation for the birds. If you get like one more bird that we could add, then maybe the deck could be good. But yeah, obviously widespread reading in the deck. And yeah, you can basically loop Red Eyes every turn. You can just Tribute Summon over Red Eyes if you want to, and then just then use Chick's effect again, get it back on your hand. So it's like really consistent. This thing's like really consistent. I made 4th place on the tournament last week or so. I don't know exactly. I made 4th place. The winner also played the Red Eyes version, but he had like better traps than me. He just pulled draw better and he won the tournament. But then again, 2nd place was a heavy metal deck where I was like, how? I don't understand. Heavy metal, even with 30 cards, heavy metal is still very bricky, just luck. But yeah, but in the end, any deck can currently win in Duel Links. A Rush Duel. Because if you're lucky enough, you just win. That's it. Because yeah, obviously if your deck's more consistent, you're more likely to win, but sometimes you just get rushed, you just draw all your tribute monsters and you can play. Sometimes that just happens, and then it's game. Sometimes it happens 3 times in a row, 6 times in a row. Sometimes you lose because you went 2nd. I had once I won because I went 1st, literally. Because if I went 2nd, I would have not done actually anything. Also, I only won because I went 1st. So yeah, these are like the 3 best decks. Right now, if you want, I'm thinking of considering showcasing other decks. if that are worth. Maybe Psychic might be worth because Psychic has like a really unique skill. But I will think about that because Psychic, I like Psychic, but we're still missing like some core stuff. Anyway guys, thanks for watching and I see you in the next video. Bye bye.